Welcome to Treasures from the Vault with Todd Sawatzky Appraisals. I'm Todd Sawatzky, and today I got a special guest and Bills Mafia fan over here, Ed, who lives here in Niagara Falls. So today we are actually showcasing one of his prized possessions. This right here is a beautiful signed helmet by Buffalo Bills wide receiver Gabe Davis. All right, Ed, how did he come across this bad boy?
Well, it's one of two things. I was in Buffalo for a weekend, and I pretty much remember most of it. Or, no, I'm lying. I was over in Buffalo. It was a preseason game, and I went to Bison's game because great baseball. Bisons are great. And I was west of Buffalo, or east of Buffalo, and I came home with a Freddie Jackson helmet as well, but just one of the little speed autograph helmets.
Okay, the minis?
Yeah. So I know there was a raffle involved, and I know that there was an auction involved. And if you ask me if I got the helmet at the auction,
Or the raffle?
I can't tell you.
Oh.
All I know is I came home with a box, and when I got the customs, which was really funny, the guy's going, do you have anything to declare? I go, no, buddy, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, what's in the box? I said, a helmet. And he kind of looked at me funny. Yeah.
What not to declare?
And I go, buddy, I said, it's a autographed Bills helmet. And he goes, what's the worth? The value? I go, I don't know. And if you want the honest truth, I don't even remember getting it.
Well, that's a good story.
Oh, it's great. It's a beautiful helmet. The blue's incredible. And Gabriel Davis, because right now he's playoff Gabe, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, he's been on fire. All right, Ed, you brought this bad boy across the border.
Yeah. After the strip search that I'm not allowed to talk about, everything went well. And I came back and took it out of the box, and I went, what a beautiful helmet.
Oh, absolutely. It's gorgeous.
And the colors are so amazing. And then Gabriel Davis. Can you tell me about Gabriel Davis? How's his stuff doing? Because he was kind of in the shadows.
Well, it's actually only his third season in the NFL. He, of course, has been promoted to the starter wide receiver post, which actually I think he even did that last year a bit. And he's just a hell of a player. So he makes great plays, very popular, great with the fans. So you definitely got yourself a good find with this one, and who knows where his potential could lead.
They got a nickname for him now in the playoffs, don't they?
That I'm not even sure about.
Is that Playoff Gabe or something? I thought I heard on TV.
Well, I think that could be right, yeah.
No, he's been phenomenal, and I'm so happy to have this. Now, is this obviously it's not a game-worn helmet.
That is true.
So,
and
is this an actual helmet? Is this, what is this?
Well, this is neither a game-worn helmet or an actual, shall we call it, playing style or pro helmet. There's a couple of things that we can take a look at on this thing. Right here, especially with the cage, you can see these wonderful clips that are probably closer to, mirror clips in a way.
They look cool.
They do look cool. The Buffalo Bills actually have a flap that covers the screws over with their little logo on it.
Oh.
You can take a look at the straps, and these are very hard plastic. Their straps are likely leather.
Makes sense.
And of course, when you take a look inside, not only is there really no padding, but you need a really flat head. So if you want to see me try to put the sucker on, it's about as far as I can get it right now. And,
did the value go down that night? You just put it on your head?
Potentially. But hey, you got to do what you got to do for...
but now, it said Rydell on it.
Rydell is one of the manufacturers of helmets. So...
Are they the only manufacturer for the NFL?
That I'm not 100% sure on. I don't think they've always been doing them, but I can't tell you if they are the only one, unfortunately.
because it is a nice helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
No. Well, and not only that, if you take a look, this is more of their third, almost if you want to call it their third colors.
right.
You know, they got their more of the traditional logo. This has got the more of the metallic blue, which really makes the buffalo itself really pop. And even as an autograph collector, that metallic helmet actually makes the autograph really pop as well.
I thought so. When I saw it, I thought that was phenomenal.
So I think it's you did very well.
Why, thank you very much. I should drink in Buffalo more often.
Well, absolutely, absolutely.
Now, at the end of the day, it's got a beautiful stand.
Mm-hmm.
The helmet's beautiful.
Yeah.
And autographed.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have the provenance for the signature.
Okay.
So, but I can get that certified, right?
Yes, there are certified company. I am not an authenticator, so even though I do appraisals, I do not authenticate. However, based upon my experience, I have also seen no shortage of poorly or forged signatures. So that is where my background as a sports memorabilia professional, I can take a look at this and I can see, and I don't know if you can zoom in a little bit, you can see how clean the lines are on that. You got a lot of swoops and curls, very consistent autograph. If they're forged and they have a tendency of leaving marks, they almost kind of dot it a little bit.
Really?
Or if there's hesitation marks, you'll see an ink blot or a pen blot at the top of a loop if they're trying to maintain it, for those that are inexperienced forgers, of course. But from my standpoint, it is a beautiful looking signature, very consistent from what I've seen online. So
and because it's not flat, it's a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really do like an auto pen, right? Do they still do auto pens?
Some do. Some
Really?
use stamps.
Really?
Some have people having their signature or their secretary sign them. You know, there's all sorts of stuff.
So now, what's a Gabriel Davis autograph worth? Because he's come on so strong this year. He's just been such a phenomenal player.
Well, I'm thinking base signature. You're looking at almost $75 to $100 for the signature alone.
Really?
When it comes to a helmet, you got different styles of helmets. You got the mini helmets, and those are selling between $100 and $150. This type of helmet, it being more of a souvenir style, a repop or reproduction helmet, is selling in the range of the $300 to $400 range. And then if it was an actual usable helmet, like game style,
Right.
You'd be looking at probably the $650, $750
Really?
in that range. If it was actually game worn, that's a whole other story, and we're not going to go in there because who knows where those prices might lead at this stage.
So now, like Todd, I got the helmet, the autograph. What's the stand worth? The stand's pretty cool.
Well, this stand is beautiful, truth be told.
I'll get
if you want to get the topper there. So you can see that this has got a bi-level stand, very beautiful, and
the back of
it may be a little bit difficult to see, but it's actually a mirror back. So then that way, I believe my wonderful videographer is trying to make sure she is not in the photograph or the video. So then that way, when we put this on, not only do you get to see this beautiful helmet, and it is now protected from dust and generally protected from the elements, it just really makes it pop. And I can see you've also taken it a step further and inserted some LED lighting in here, which unfortunately we don't have the cabling to like this bad.
Does that reduce the price?
You may have a collector that wouldn't like the LEDs, truth be told. However, I know I personally would be a fan of it, so I don't think it would devalue it in any way, shape, or form.
So at the end of the day, and not that I would ever sell it, because I'm a huge Bills fan, I have to ask, because that's always the, let's do the roadshow question. So what's this worth?
Well, Edward.
Yes, Todd.
Yes. Yeah, very simply put, this helmet
Don't
with stand, it's already done.
Oh.
I even tried to put it on my head, remember? I probably devalued it for you. This helmet with this beautiful stand, I'm saying it's probably, I would estimate it for in the $600 range.
Really?
That's what I would get it assessed for.
That's great. And if we win the Super Bowl,
Which
we're going to do.
His autograph may go up, especially if he's the Super Bowl hero.
Oh.
Because it's amazing how events can significantly increase the value of something. However, that's when you hope he maintains it, because it can drop just as fast if next season is not a good season.
So the end of the story is we need a Super Bowl.
You need a Super Bowl for this to increase in value.
We can say that Gabriel Davis, if you're watching this, catch the winning touchdown for the Super Bowl.
Or at least run it in.
Yeah. And I'll buy you a beer.
All right. Well, I thank you for joining us on Treasures from the Vault. As you can see with my really charismatic guest today, if you would like to be a part of any of the Treasures from the Vault videos in the future, please message me or contact me via any of my social media platforms. Thank you so much for watching. Gabe, if you win the Super Bowl, even if you don't, you always have a beer here available at my bar here. And also, maybe you can help with that provenance for Eddie. Thanks.